Welcome to another edition of NBA Shorts. I am Alex Grossman. I'm here with Jerry Walker. In this edition, we'll be talking about the Boston Celtics. We're in an interesting spot. They sort of struggled to be at 500 for most of the season. Then they started playing very well a couple weeks before the deadline, won a bunch of games, made a trade for Derrick White from the Spurs, and now they sit at the sixth seed in the East. So basically, the question today is, after this Derrick White trade, after how they've been playing recently, are they legit? Are they can they make noise in this year's playoffs? So what do you think?
I'm going to say yes, they can. I think they had won 6 games in a row before getting Derrick White, then went on to win their next 3 and then lost the last game before the All-Star break to the Pistons by 1. Bad loss losing to the Pistons, but I think they kind of had their mindsets already on that All-Star break. It was right there. Last game, you do see some rust here and there. But I think the trade was great, getting Derrick White. And I do think that they can definitely make a run in the Eastern Conference playoffs this year and are a team to worry about for the next couple seasons as well.
Yeah, I think they certainly have a lot of talent, but the East this year is it's really looking great. And I personally don't see them getting past teams like the Bulls, the Sixers, the Nets, the Bucks. I just think when it comes down to it, the superstars on those teams are gonna take over and be able to take down Boston. I just don't think they have quite enough. What do you think?
Yeah, I
I,
mean, it's going to be interesting. It's always just a lot of it can be injury related. Marcus Smart's out currently. I think he's returning tonight. So that'll be interesting to me to see how the Celtics work with Marcus Smart and Derrick White. I think White will likely go back to being a bench player and being that sixth man for the Celtics, which in that case, I do like him being that because I would say that's the one thing the Celtics were really lacking is any big help off the bench or consistent help. And I think Derrick White will offer that and give them a little bit of a burst. Well, yeah, like you said, the East is so stacked this year. I can see any of those top 7, 8 teams making a run and actually making it to the East Final.
yeah, and I am a fan of Robert Williams, and you got Al Horford in there. Um, they got guys that can protect the paint. They got perimeter defenders. So they I think they are a team that can just get hot for the playoffs. They're young, they're hungry. They've failed the last few years, and I think it can ultimately go either way. But I would just say chances are, with all those talented teams, especially like the Bucks and the Nets, who I think are, you know, big time contenders. Um, I just think chances are you're going to have Giannis and KD just putting up 40 in the playoffs. And I don't see Tatum being able to match that. I think it's as simple as that. Um,
Yeah, I agree with that. It's especially in the playoffs, it's such you need that superstar to kind of take over games. And while Tatum might be able to do that during the regular season, the playoffs are a different monster, and the pressure gets to players more, and it's just a lot more difficult. Everything's turned up a bit.
yeah, and we've seen the Celtics at the end of games just collapse. We've seen them blow leads and just lose at the end of games because they just haven't quite found their identity yet. They don't quite know what their hierarchy is, who should be taking each shot. So, yeah, we'll have to see how that plays out.
Yeah.
Any last words?
I mean, no, they have a big game on tonight on Thursday, February 24th at Brooklyn. So that'll be the start of this second half of the season. And that's a big game for them. If they can win that and get some confidence still going, I think they could put on a good run again.
Yeah, well, I think Brooklyn will be without all three of their stars.
Yeah, so
So,
they should be able to then.
So yeah, hopefully Boston will start on a good note. But that will do it with this edition of NBA Shorts. You can check us out on social media, our website, vendettasportsmedia.com. Give us a like, follow, whatever you see fit. And thank you for watching.